there, it is Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your mid-month reading for June 2021. I'm doing readings a little bit differently this month. This is who I'm reading for, and I'm not going to turn it over until the end of the reading. So I don't know what sign this is just yet, but I'm tuning into your energies and your frequencies, and I'm calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And I'm asking for the messages. They're already talking. I'm asking for the messages for your highest and greatest good and present time, your most benevolent outcome. We're going to do the Old Wise Tree spread, and I will do a yes or no question at the end. So you can come up with a yes or no question, and we will pull and clarify the whole spread and clarify the yes or no. And if there's a lot of romance, we might pull some romance oracle. Let's see what comes up here. What is going on? All right. So the first thing that I'm noticing here is the heart of the situation. And the heart of the situation is talking about somebody being, there's an offer. There's actually a kind of a huge opportunity and a huge offer. And it's all coming because things in the past are totally different now that somebody has evolved or the situation has evolved. It's like the things that were in place in the past, or the thoughts that were in place in the past, are now, the door is open because something has changed. Somebody's ideas have changed, somebody's knowledge has changed, somebody's stories of the past have been reframed. So some big, huge change has happened. There's a new door that's opened very specifically because somebody has had, I want to say like a change of heart, but it's not a change of heart. It's like a complete change in perspective. It's like, when I was young, I thought this, but I didn't know what was going on at the time. And now I completely see what happened. And so they open the door. I even hear there's like opening a door to recovery. This can very well have to do with someone literally in recovery, but it can also, I feel like, have to do with a family situation where maybe somebody was ousted and then they were like, oh my God, but we didn't know what happened, or we didn't know about this, or we didn't know. And now it's like a new door that's open because of this recovery. Okay. I'm also seeing 3 10s here. There's definitely some full circle business that has happened. We've got the 10 of Swords in your advice, which is really to understand that the worst is over. We've got the 10 of Pentacles reversed in the future and the trajectory. And this really is about dysfunctional group dynamics or dysfunctional family dynamics. We're going to get all sorts of clarification on this. And then we've got the 10 of Cups reversed in your higher self. And your higher self is like complete emotional fulfillment was like it came to a close. You've got the Hierophant and the Tower as majors, and the Emperor. So this is masculine energy here. Taurus and Aries energy, masculine energy, some stubborn energy, some rule following energy. And in the past, the Tower reversed. This is talking about this anticipation of complete change. I also feel like, I do feel like some of you are having a family thing happening where it's like there were decisions in the past when you were a child. This is a very specific storyline. I'm just going to say this out loud. It's not for all of you, but this is definitely coming through. Somebody was, it's like there was a big family, but somebody's parents, I don't know if they passed, I don't know if there was an accident, but the kids were put into foster care instead of being with the rest of the family for some reason. And there's some kind of, I don't want to say reconciliation. It's not like a reconciliation, but there's some kind of door that's open because there was mass confusion, is what I'm hearing. So that is a very specific storyline for someone. So for others, this definitely is a tower moment that happened in the past, and it didn't just happen in the recent past, it happened way like a long time ago. So this could be years, this could be childhood, but that's what this tower card is saying to me, that is in the past. The big picture is talking about the King of Cups. The King of Cups is reversed. So this King of Cups reversed, somehow, whether this is you or whether this is somebody else that you're dealing with or that you're somebody in your space, this King of Cups reversed is having a hard time with their emotions. I'm first of all hearing somebody is wishy-washy, and what that means to me is that they like make a decision and then they go back on it. I also feel like there's some kind of daughter or stepdaughter that somebody's trying to please, like somebody's trying to win their favor, and so they're being, they're not enforcing the rules. It's causing some issues. There's lots of family stuff going on somehow, family dynamics, and even this Ten of Pentacles in the trajectory here is talking about dysfunctional family dynamics. So somebody also seems like they have made some kind of decision here. Here's the Two of Cups and the Emperor in the happening now situation, present time, past, present, future. So somebody kind of like made a call, made an executive call, made an executive decision to end something. I also feel I have so many different storylines that are coming through, but somebody is like telling a teenage girl or a stepdaughter that they can't see somebody that they want to see. Oh goodness, I get it, but I'm sure that household is not a happy one right now. But yeah, somebody's making that decision for someone else, but it seems like making that decision for a minor. The Page of Swords reversed is happening now and into the near future. This is definitely talking about, first of all, somebody, I'm hearing doing some backstabbing. Somebody's talking some smack. This is about gossip. This is about saying things that they spin in their favor, or basically just saying things that just aren't even true at all. And also, this is somebody hearing something that they take as the truth that is not the truth. I will say this again, though. Your advice is just to know that this is, the worst of it is over. So, this doesn't feel easy. So, if the worst of it is over, that sounds like a doozy. Releasing the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is about having conviction. So, what's interesting to me is this heart of the situation is like, as soon as you kind of release the conviction and see things from a different perspective, this opportunity, like this huge door opens. And this is like a magic door. You can see on the inside, it's like all of those sparkly lights are happening in there. But this is a very tangible opportunity. It's not fairyland thinking, even though fairyland can be tangible in this case. And here's some, right? So here's some talk, some smack talk. And then here is resistance. I have resistance to somebody storming the truth with the castle when they didn't have all of the information. So somebody said a bunch of things, somebody did a bunch of things. There's definitely some resistance to what was done because somebody heard some bad information, thought it was true, or before they even had the whole story. Your angels and guides are talking about you connecting with your higher self, leveling up commitments, and releasing commitments that are not serving you emotionally. This is also about leveling up a commitment to self. I want to start clarifying this. All right. So clarifying, there are lots of swords here. This is even coming from Seven of Swords. So this is talking about all of this, what has transpired is coming from this feeling of betrayal, sneaky monkey business, lies happening. All of this being built on lies. All of this family dysfunction being built on lies. Let's look at that. Yeah, this is my card for the things that you've been dealt, like the cards you've been dealt in life. So what that means to me too is that there's a reason why things happen the way they do. Whoever was removed from the family for a time, there's a reason why that happened. Wow. The reason had to do with some kind of deterioration within those family dynamics that you or whoever that was needed to not be around. So, in fact, it almost seemed like the family dynamics were overturned because this weird thing happened. But in fact, the weird thing was already in place, and being taken out of that for as long as you were was actually, I want to say, like a blessing in disguise. It was actually better. It was better not to be there. But there's some kind of door that's opening now. I want to know more about that. First, this Eight of Swords reversed. Seeing things in a completely different way. You know, I almost even feel like this is going to sound kind of morbid, but it seems like, and if this has happened, it's already happened. Something was brought to a close. Something ended, but it feels like maybe even somebody passed who had all these old stories. I want to say triangulation was happening here, but the stories ended, but I feel like the stories ended with a person. So I feel like someone actually isn't there anymore who was holding some things that they thought were old truths, but were not. They were lies. Wow. And this is either a person who is walking through this door, or this was the person that was holding those old truths that we're talking about. I feel like this is the person who left. This is masculine energy, but this can be a man or a woman. It's the person who was doing the trauma. Let's look at this King of Cups reversed. That very well may be this person, because this card is the King. Well, it's the Ace of Cups, but right. Somebody's wishes have come true. Somebody's wishes have come true. They're wishes that somebody made in childhood. Let's look at this Page of Swords. This smack talking. This would be arguments. Petty arguments, I'm hearing even. I want to look at this Ten of Swords. The worst is over because the whole story came out. Wow. This is like a movie. I feel like the whole story came out because somebody passed. Let's look at this Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah. Also, there were so many different stories. I think there's a realization here too that there were a lot of stories that were made up that even maybe you thought were true that weren't nearly as good as what they were said to be. Like people were going through things that they never let other people know they were going through. whoever, somebody was saying that everything was wonderful and beautiful and fairy tale, and it was the opposite. It was torturous and upsetting, and there was quite a struggle. Wow. Okay. This Hierophant, your angels and guides, talking about leveling up a commitment to your own safety and security. Always. Internal validation is more important than external validation. Always. Releasing this conviction around the stories that were told, the information. This is the Eight of Cups up here. And this is about being emotionally ready to release these old things, all of this subconscious energy that's been held in the same space for so long. It's time to walk away from it. This Knight of Swords reversed. I even feel some anger here with someone acting on information that wasn't complete, though it is now. Yeah, this really caused a lot of deep emotional issues. And if this is for you, it wasn't only you. It was for so many people, it feels like. So many, the whole Ten of Pentacles here, this whole family dynamic, it feels like a big group of people, or it affected a big group of people. It can be family or friends that are like family, but this really took some people down emotionally. It created a lot of anxiety. I also feel like there are some people who have anxiety disorders that this created a lot of anxiety. Let's look at this Two of Cups and the Emperor up here. Somebody making this executive decision to end a relationship, and this can be for that one storyline, but this can also be for adult relationships here. Oh, there's a lot of talk around it. There's a lot of talk about somebody making this decision. It's like the matriarch or the patriarch making this decision. There's just a lot of talk about it. Yeah, there's still some kind of anticipation that this decision will change. Ugh, somebody's image, though, has been totally shot. So there's a reason why this decision was made. Somebody, I feel like there were a lot of things that were said about someone that created some mistrust, and the reason there was the separation or breakup or change in the status of a relationship is because something, I want to say it came to light, but the thing is, I feel like it's been embellished. So something's been embellished here to make someone else look terrible, or the situation to look terrible. Yeah, here's the Ten of Pentacles. So there's this, very possibly loss of a lot of, I hear real estate, but loss of a lot of, yeah, I'm hearing painful. Somebody is like, so much has happened that they're just leaving. They're just leaving. They're just putting all this in the past. I want to go ahead and look at these messages of love oracle cards. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Yeah, there is a lot of anxiety energy here. Anxiety disorders kind of energy here. I feel like all these stories and all these lies and all these worrying about images being shattered and things like this created a lot of anxiety. Also, the fact that someone is talking about things creating a story of like, it's almost like grandeur that's not true, was very hurtful to people. Even, and I feel like that people are just starting to realize that the whole story came out, that it's all these truths came out. Did somebody like die and leave their diary out? Like something totally came to light. Like wishes came true because everything came to light. Vulnerability. You could be completely open with this person. Wow. Okay, so ultimately I feel like what this is, I feel like somebody left documents out, somebody left a diary, somebody spilled the beans, something. Whoa, twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that to flip out. I feel like if there are two people, which I'm not even really seeing two people. I mean, aside from this Two of Cups, we've got the King of Cups over here. We do have the Emperor. There's a lot of group dynamics that are going on here for this to be twin flame. Healing old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Well, that's for sure in all this energy. I'm going to pull two more. I want to clarify for vulnerability. Wow, soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. And self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. I'm going to go ahead and pull some romance oracle. I wouldn't have necessarily done that, but twin flame and soulmate are coming out. Well, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Free yourself. I feel like this twin flame and soulmate story has to do with this person who passed. Maybe a decision that they made to end a relationship that they never should have ended. I feel like there are so many secrets here. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like there was a big separation. This almost feels like two people were kept away from each other. And there were so many different things going on. And now everything has been uncovered because the person who's been keeping all these secrets or creating all of these secrets is gone now, out of the picture. And somebody's leaving all of these dynamics, these completely distorted dynamics, they're just leaving. The worst part is over. The whole story came out. This could very well be the book, be the journal or whatever it was that came out here. Who is this for? Gemini. All right, Gemini. Will you please enlighten me on this story? This is fascinating, and that's what I got for you. Let me know what this is about, how this resonated, and what's going on here. And like and subscribe, and I'll be back toward the end of the month. And I will talk to you soon, Gemini. Have a good one.